Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And all right. Hello, and welcome back, everybody, to the Slice of Shonen Podcast. I am your host on the boat, Sailor. And we got a lot of chapters to talk about this week. A very eventful week for us here on the Slice of Shonen Podcast. We'll get through them all. Hopefully you guys enjoy and stick around with us. You know, we really appreciate that. Like the stream, of course, please. Like the stream. That's 2 reminders. You have to do it now. But of course, it is not just me. Let me introduce my Ensemble of Excellence here. Let me go down the line. Let me pull up Discord. Jeez, I'm lacking. Okay, so we have the Silver. Say hi to the people, Silver.
Howdy, howdy.
We have the me. Hey, how's it going? We have the Cookin' Taco. Taco, say hi to the people.
Hello.
And of course, the Zenith Annie Manga. Say hi, Zenith.
Hello there.
Yeah, hello. His channel is linked down below in the description with his Patreon. Yes. Make sure you guys go check those out. We appreciate it. We very much appreciate that. Which one of y'all is doing dishes? Bro, we're not like you. We're not washed, bro. We don't do that shit. We don't do that shit, man. No MHA. We'll talk about MHA because honestly,
literally, we just have leaks, you know. Like,
yeah,
let's get a translation, you know.
I literally don't know like much about this chapter, so like, I don't know if it'll be this stream, but we will be talking about MHA when we get more information on it. Just what I've seen so far, from what I've seen, it's cool.
Yeah, no, I was about to bring that up myself because like, so the idea is that the extra chapters or the extra is from the chapter are supposed to be released at the same time as the volume release, right?
Basically,
yeah.
But I'm sure there will be a fan translation, like TCB is gonna put something out before then. We'll see how it goes, you know.
Yeah.
We'll play it by ear, you know, on how we're gonna approach it.
We should, yeah.
Because I do want to talk about it, but I don't want to talk about it with just Twitter posts, you know.
Yeah, I was trying to search for like an actual like translation on things, and so far I couldn't find anything outside of like a few notes here and there. Like I saw Bakugo is fucking 15th. I'm like, wow, that nigga sucks. Like that's about all I've seen.
Nobody likes his ass anyway.
Yeah, of course I saw Izuocha confirmed and like the meltdown that had, which I was happy about it. I thought those panels were very cute. It's about time because I was like, man, we're just not gonna have anything despite Ochako's arc being like, hey, I like this kid and I should like be real with my feelings. We're not gonna follow up on that. That's kind of unfortunate. Ochako is like one of my favorites in the series, so I was sad, but now I'm happy. You know, we get post time skip Ochako. She looks great. I love like all of her designs, really. Her hero outfit, just her working outfit. She's rocking that shit, man. She's a little thicker. She's been eating more. Shouts out to her. Thank God she's not just eating like ice cube sandwiches. Thank God she got her money up. Her family, she's good. Her family's good, you know. So good for my goat. But that's really about all I saw in terms of MHA. So I can't comment on it just yet. But when things drop, do not worry. We will be there. We will talk about it.
Like you guys, I've only seen that one post so far, and like I don't have Twitter, so I don't know what people were saying, but I was able to sense it. A great change within the MHA fandom.
My God.
Millions of Toga Chaco shippers suddenly cried out in terror all at once, and were suddenly silenced.
It was very funny. I saw a post, like someone did the translation where like I guess it's Izuku and Ochako like confessing their feelings, and Ochako's like, oh, sorry, I'm gay, actually. And he's like, oh, shit, me too. And then, like, they high-five about it. That's about it.
Well, I remember specifically, because when the panels dropped, when the scans dropped, people were like, oh, this might not be romantic specifically, because it's just like, they dap up at the end. Which isn't like a super romantic. Yeah. Like a super romantic gesture. But then they did start releasing some translations, and like with context, it's like, yeah, they're just getting together. Like it is what it is.
I do think that's so adorable that these two are so fucking awkward that they're just like, dap me up. I don't know what to do. Dap me up. Dap me up, please. Don't leave me hanging. Yeah, that's adorable. Hopefully we get those translations soon because I do want to know. I do want to see. I saw the one spread too with like Izuku transforming and everyone behind him. That shit was great. Horikoshi freed from the weekly schedule. Thank God, man. My bro is like healing. Like, holy shit. Jesus Christ. We get to see full power Horikoshi. And we've really been seeing that if you've been following him on Twitter. Like if you've just been seeing his artworks recently, he's been going crazy. So thank goodness my man is healing from the seams of it. So shouts out to Horikoshi. Mirko is actually perfect in the new chapter. Listen, is this a safe space?
It's the internet.
Okay, so it's the safest space. So Mirko, I'm not gonna lie, looks great. Obviously, I think it's a step down. I think her war arc design is better. That's about it. I mean, she still looks good. I mean, it's hard to make Mirko look bad, but you know, I think her design in the final arc is better. I like that. It was very nice. But I know Mount Lady, she looks cool. I mean, like, Mount Lady looks damn near the same, but Mount Lady always looks cool. So shouts out to Mount Lady. Monoma,
I like a lot of the just time skip designs.
Yeah,
overall.
Monoma got
really
that
nice.
shit on, dude. Like, damn, he looks cool. Kaminari, his is simple. I like his. Bakugo's is simple too. I like his though. Shoto, he went to the shonen ending barber. I'm sorry, bro. We got to get you out of that yee ass haircut. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Wait, I actually haven't seen the new design. And is it that bad of a haircut?
I don't think it's that bad, but like it's
just
not
a short
great.
hair.
Yeah,
It is a normal haircut.
Yeah. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy here standing up for him. Hey, it's okay to be wrong. But you know, we're gonna get him a good haircut. You know, Deku got his shit fixed, so goddamn it, Shoto, we're gonna get you out of there. Okay, we're gonna take care of you. We're gonna make sure you're okay. Everyone else's designs, from what I remember, are pretty good. This is like the first ending of a shonen where I'm like, yeah, everyone's designs are just like good. It's not like, oh, this design is okay. Oh, this one's ugly. Oh, okay. Like, this is the first one where I'm like, oh, yeah, everyone looks good. Horikoshi, good at character design, in case you guys didn't know.
You know who has my favorite new design?
Who's that?
Fucking Miria.
That's your goat?
Yeah.
Bro,
Awesome.
he got his funny up. What do you and his money up?
I
like,
mean, listen, I can't hate on the hustle.
Number one hero. Dude.
Oh, brother. Hey, man, listen. We're underneath a janitor. We're cooked. It's over. But Mirio's is like, like, that's the one where I'm just like, on it.
Bro, you didn't chuckle like a little bit, like you're like, funny guy.
Well, no, Mirio's funny. I think Mirio's funny, but you know, design wise, he looks like a smacked ass. But you know, maybe that's the point. Maybe that's the point. I'm supposed to laugh when I see him. I don't know.
Yes, yeah, that is the point.
Oh, okay. Never mind. That makes sense. 10 out of 10 design. Never mind. That's great. This is good for Mirio. Better than JJK ending? Duh. Yeah, I mean, like, anything could be better than JJK's ending. I drank a glass of water today. That was better than JJK's ending. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know what you want me to say, man. At least MHA had, like, it had feeling. JJK was like, but yeah, so far what we've seen, MHA, I think it's really good. I'm enjoying it so far. I think it's very cute. The fucking Toga King Von memes are very funny. But I'm sad my girl is gone, but oh well. It's good so far. It's good. So hopefully we get a translation soon.
It was pretty good. I like it.
And that's for true. And when we do get it, we'll talk about it.
I'm trying to be a nicer person on the podcast, so there are times when like I'll start saying something and then I'm like, nah, I probably shouldn't say that.
I had to hold it back. Is that gonna be your New Year's resolution, bro? Be a better person?
No, be a nicer
I feel
person.
like
Okay.
most fucking New Year's resolutions should amount to that in some way.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. There have been a couple times the past week where someone will send me something and I'll see it and I'll be like, dude, this is so fucking funny. And I want to like talk shit, but then I'm like, no, let me be a nicer person. And like, I just feel like, oh yeah, man, this is cool.
Bros and his I have no enemies arc. Okay. I feel it.
Trying to be nicer, man.
Trying to be a kinder soul. You're trying to get on Santa's good side, bro. You're not fooling me. Okay.
I have no enemies.
Okay. Understandable. Let me look through some of these comments and then we can get started. Hard as fuck Chihiro on the thumbnail. Hey man, thank you. I'm glad you like it. Craziest Kagurabachi chapter I've ever seen, bro. Yeah, today's chapter was actually wild. actually very crazy. At least Chihiro will be able to visit his dad in hell.
Goddamn.
Hey,
I mean, you're right, of course, but goddamn.
that would have been some shit, bro. Like, imagine Chihiro and Samura are arguing. Samura's like, listen, bro, I know your father is looking up at us, and he's on my side. Looking up? Yeah, bro, he's kind of fucked up. He's kind of fucked up, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say to you. But hey, we'll get more into that once we get to the Kagurabachi section of the podcast. Mirko's design is actually perfect in the new chapter, and then I'm getting hit with the curse of Ra for saying that it's just all right. But listen, man. Mirko, she always looks good, all right? That's my queen. But, you know, I'm just saying I like her other designs before this one. That doesn't mean that this one still ain't great, though. It's still great, you know? When I saw that panel of Ochako, I fell to my knees. Are you talking about the one with her butt? Yeah, her butt was button. So, like, I don't know if that's what you mean. But, hey, if it is, then I'm happy for you. If it's another panel, then I'm also happy for you, just in a different context. But anyway, let us move into the chapters of the podcast here. First up, we have One New Pisua, chapter 1132. Fellas, how we feeling about this one?
Dude, this chapter was so great. Like this just gets me more and more hyped for exploring Elbaf more. Like,
Right.
I'm genuinely excited.
It's a pretty good way to start off the arc. I really like that. Like spread of the Elbaf village is so fucking cool.
It's one of my favorite spreads in the series, I think, honestly. It's just
really good.
Mm-hmm. It's really good. That one and the rainbow are already like up there for me.
I really like the art in this chapter. It feels very old One Piece.
I was gonna say, yeah. When we got that spread of them like looking at the island and like the flashback of them talking about Elbaf all those years ago, I was like, oh fuck, dude, Jesus! Like, I was getting a little emotional.
It's definitely sinking in that like we're fucking here.
Yeah,
like we're finally here. Like we're at Elbaf. It's like goddamn.
Which
certainly took a fucking minute.
Yeah, took a couple of years, you know. But it sucks because like we finally make it here and we have this like grand feeling of like, holy hell, we're actually here. And then some random dude at the end of the chapter is like, yeah, don't stay here long though, idiot, because it's gonna be really bad. I'm like, damn, man, we can't have anything. Like, damn. Like, we just got here and it's like, yeah, y'all may want to leave soon though. I don't know. I mean, you don't think it could be related to why Shanks was leaving, right? Because I think Shanks had an actual reason to leave because he was staying there too long and he didn't want people to find him or something, right?
I don't know. I mean, I was definitely curious about that as part of the end. And because, like, my first instinct was to think, like, maybe it was related to Loki. Even then, no, like, it hasn't been around that long. Because this guy, Louis or not, that gets mentioned, was apparently around, like, 100 years ago or so. Oh, because he was the guy who wrote about Little Garden too. Like I think he narrated those chapters too when we first got there.
Oh, I did not know that. Damn, shouts out.
Yeah, no, I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know either. I had to look it up on the wiki. So, you get on that. But yeah. Like I do think it's interesting that they brought him back here for this because again, like he was the one who narrated Little Garden when we were first introduced to Dorian Bragi.
He was,
which is just really cool in its own right.
He explains the like where the name of Little Garden comes from at the end, and it's a very whimsical.
Okay, so like Elbaf essentially, man, it feels like its own world in a sense. Like even Elbaf, like things related to it have its own narrator. Like, damn, like it's insane. Like this world feels entirely different. And I mean, I guess that's the big reason for why he's brought back in this chapter, because that's mainly what this chapter is, just seeing how insane this world actually is.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is just what One Piece does better than, like, fucking anything else, dude.
True!
This is literally Oda's bread and butter. Like, the introduction to a new island. Like, this is just... I think it's always fun. I don't think he's ever really missed. The only one I can think of where, like, I didn't super love the introduction is Skypiea. I think Skypiea... Oh,
really?
I think it's pretty slow at the beginning.
That makes sense. Yeah, Skypiea is pretty slow. Okay, yeah. I thought you meant just like making it to Skypiea. I was like, dude, Knock Upstream is like the journey.
No,
Knock Upstream.
Knock Upstream.
Yeah, that's awesome. But...
I mean, like when they're like they're just like hanging out at Conix's house.
Yeah,
and they're like, this is a fucking balloon lobster. It's like, cool, man.
All right, bro. We didn't ask.
Yeah, no. But yeah, no, back on Elbaf, I do find the whole structure of it interesting, because like you have it set on 3 levels. You have like the astral or heavenly level, or the sun level, and of course the underworld level. Well, it's like obviously the first thing I thought about was like the 9 realms and how that would connect there. Like I'm not gonna list off all of them, but I thought it was interesting because like I don't know exactly how it's gonna go, but I think the way Oda's trying to structure this is like he grouped each of the 9 realms into like groups of 3 for each level. So like obviously for the astral level, you got like the heavenly and divine realms like Asgard and such sun level representing Midgard and more earthly realms like that, and then underworld being Helheim. And like I can list off all the other realms, but you guys that's what Wikipedia is for. You guys can look that up yourself. I'm not gonna prattle them all off, and I'm interested to see because I feel like given that this is also just like the size of this island itself, we can't see a distinct like seas and such. Like maybe similar to what we saw in Wano too. So I'm excited to see how that plays out.
This is without a doubt the biggest island we've ever been to. I think it is just the biggest island in the One Piece world.
I mean,
I think it's interesting because this village, it's not directly stated, but people have like lined up the buildings and stuff. And most likely this village is the village Big Mom lived in when she was here. And so we have seen it before, but Oda like very on purpose obscured the full picture of what the village actually looked like. Because if you look at page 14, if you look like in front of the castle gate, there's like a big wood tower. That tower, I think, is also in Big Mom's flashback. So the entirety of Big Mom's flashback takes place in that little section of the village. And then there's the rest of the village around it. So it's like much bigger than we ever thought it was. But they say there's tons of villages. Like, this is just one village among many, many more like this. So my best guess for what Louis Arnott is talking about when he's like, do not overstay your welcome here. Because he's basically talking about, it's like, Elbaf is amazing and fantastical, and it's like, just seeing everything, like, will blow you away. But you shouldn't stay here too long. I think I've seen some people theorize that there is like time flows differently on Elbaf.
That would actually make a lot of sense considering how giants and their aging process works.
So like if you stay 2 days on Elbaf, it's like 2 weeks in the rest of the world, something like that.
Oh shit.
And people are theorizing
that could also explain why Shanks didn't stay too long.
Yeah.
It would also give Oda time to like make everything around the Straw Hats change. Like give other characters time to do stuff. Because then when the Straw Hats leave Elbaf, it's like, who knows how long. Maybe like a month or 2 would have passed. and then it's like a bunch of shit could go down that we don't know about.
Yeah, that would be a prime setup.
We have a different explanation, and I haven't seen anyone bring this up. This is my own personal. This is what my theory is.
Right.
I think what he's talking about is when you get to Elbaf, it looks amazing, and it sucks you in, and you're like, holy shit, this is like a really fun, awesome place. But you don't want to stay too long because a war can break out any minute.
Oh, because like Warland and
it's
stuff
Warland.
Like that.
Consider this: Bragi and Dory were best friends. They literally are best friends. They were captains together. They got into an argument over who killed a bigger animal, and they tried to kill each other for 100 years.
Yeah.
Something that small and that petty could make two good friends try to kill each other for a century. Imagine entire villages getting into conflicts. I think what it is you get to Elbaf and you're like, oh my god, it's amazing, it's awesome. And next thing you know, you're in the middle of a war between giants.
Oh, yeah.
Like, war can just break out anytime over any small little thing. Because that's that culture. Does. That's just what they do. That's what I think it is. I don't think it's like time manipulation or dilation or anything like that. I think it's more it's more just like it seems amazing, but when you actually stay there for a while, you realize the giants, they're built different. Like, they're just not like normal people.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I definitely think that's far more probable than a time dilation thing, which is cool in its own right, but like, I don't know exactly how that would
There's certainly a lack of evidence, yeah.
That basically just means that Shanks ran from the smoke. He ain't like that.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Rat-face Shanks.
Careful
man.
there. You're gonna... Hey, careful. You're going to start inciting the Shanks fans. We don't need that kind of smoke.
Hey, bro, I can't help it. He's just running from shit, you know? I don't know. He's a coward. I don't know.
Because that's another thing. Like, all the giants we've met seem to be from like this village. Because Harden and Dorian Bragi and like their crew members, they're all from like this village. So they're all friends. They all like each other. We haven't seen giants from other villages.
True. That is a good
we
point.
Don't really know. So it's like, how would Elbaf get this reputation of the warland where war is happening constantly? Who the fuck are they warring with? No one in their right mind would go to Elbaf. The other countries aren't warring with them, so the only explanation is they're fighting each other.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
that would be interesting if they actually did get caught up in the middle of that. Because I think you bring up a good point that I can see them getting into mixed up in a war or between villages. And then maybe either way that either they stop the fighting inadvertently by bringing everyone together is because Loki ends up getting released. So it's like everyone against a common, way bigger enemy, you know?
I think it could be something like that, but I think it's going to be the opposite. I think Luffy let Loki out, and Loki's going to be the one that caused the war, and it's going to be Luffy's fault.
I think so, too. I think he's going to let him out. I mean, I've been saying that for a little bit, but I think it's much more probable now, especially with Luffy in this chapter, like, waking up and like seemingly forgetting temporarily, like how he ended up here. I don't know, like him just waking up and having like that chill and remembering his final words with Loki before he made it up to where he is right now. Yeah, I think Luffy is definitely gonna he's definitely gonna do some fuck shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Yeah, no, I'm
gonna solve it.
Yeah, I mean, because I am definitely curious about what this deal is between the two.
It's let him out, and then he tells you about what he tells him about Shanks.
I mean, maybe, but it ain't. There's no way that's gonna last long because, as we already know, Luffy's shit at lying, so it's gonna have to come out at some point here, or probably fairly soon. But I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued.
Well, he lied because they said like, hey, you look like weird. Is everything okay? And that's when he remembered like, oh shit, like my talk with Loki. And he was like, oh, well, I can't really tell anybody because Loki told me not to tell. Ha ha ha. So I think it's the same thing that we saw. I think Luffy is, like you said, just awful at lying. So they were just like, all right, you're acting weird, but like, hey, you're okay. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Which, you know, shout out to Gerd, but like, why do they gotta beat up my goat, man? Why is Road getting beat up, bro? Like, God, man. Come on, man. That's the real sun god, man. Why are we clowning him? Why are we disrespecting him like this? You know?
You know exactly why.
Bro, you know, like, the people at Elbaf, they need a protector. You know? You got fucking the new giant pirates doing bumfuck what? We hunted a moose. All right, nigga. Come on now. Come on.
Okay.
Be for real now. All right. We got incoming threats from off the mainland here. And you out here, I went hunting. All right, brother. Get in the field. Get a gun. Get back. Do something. Come on, bro. Why we gotta disrespect the man who is standing in front of everybody right now? Y'all know when Piccolo stood in front of Gohan and took that beam, bro? That's Road. Every single day. So that people can lay down, head on their pillow, honk shoo, in peace, bro. Road is out here putting in the business. He's putting in the long haul, the dirty work. The things that need to be handled. That's Road. He's laying down the groundwork. Everyone is following through because he leads the way. And they're disrespecting him here, man. Damn.
Why'd I come back to the most premium of glazings? What the hell's going on?
Oh my god, bro. It's not glaze. It's just speaking the good word, brother.
Like a fucking donut.
Yeah, glazing.
Oh my god, bro. I'm just saying, like, these giants acting like they all tough. They only do it because they got Road there. You know, they're hiding behind Big Bro. That's Big Bro.
Man, I sure could go for a cup of coffee right now to go with this glazing donut.
Bro, they named an entire realm after this nigga, bro. Like, come on now. Come on. Be for real. Be for real. Who's really the champion here? Who's the hero? That's what I thought.
Luffy.
No, bro. Who is that nigga? He wants to be the sun god so bad, bro. He wants to be the sun god so bad that when he was fighting Kaido and about to die and said, oh boy, OG Willikers, I really wish I could be like Road. And then it awakened. Shit happened to him. The government is sitting around their round table being like, God damn it, he awakened the road fruit, bro. He's gonna be the sun god, man. This is bullshit. This is so bad. And then when they saw him, they're like, oh, he's going to Elbaf. Let's follow him. Saturn was like, hold on. The real sun god's gonna take care of him. We don't have to follow him. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it all comes back full circle when you really deep it. You know what I'm saying? So,
dude, that panel on page 11 when they hit him is fucking hilarious.
Bro, why you gotta bring that shit up?
They really
because it's fucking hilarious.
They fucking put their back into it, bro. Like, not too much. God damn. God forbid a nigga wants a cute plushie and pussy, bro. Come on, man. What is wrong with them? God. He's out here keeping y'all safe and y'all bashing his ass in, bro. Come on.
You seem to relate to Road on a very fundamental level, don't you?
I don't relate. I look up to him because that's my shining star. That's my sunshine, okay? Damn. How could I ever relate to the sun? I could never glow as much as Road does, okay?
Well, I'm just like, when I think about Road, I'm just thinking of that meme where it's like, what does he even do?
Bro, bro, I literally said what he did, bro. Damn, man. Come on, man. Think about all the times you had a good night's sleep. It's because Road was protecting you, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. I think if Sanji like kicked him like full strength, I think he would just kill him. Like, Like,
bro,
if Sanji kicked him full strength, like square in the face, I think he would just die.
bro, then Sanji shouldn't do that. Like, what the fuck is his problem? Why would he do that? Damn.
Well, I mean,
bro.
there is that whole bit about him stripping Nami, so there's that.
Bro, listen, that is a burden that Road has to bear for the rest of his life, okay? Do you know how embarrassing it is to change a woman of Nami's figure? That's against him and his principles, but he said, I can't have you out here with that yee-ass outfit on. Y'all just got back off a Punk Island, off of Egghead, whatever the fuck y'all were on, all right? And you were wearing some bullshit, Nami. I can't have you wearing that same shit here. I need to help you out. I need to give you actual clothing here. And so it was his burden to bear. The Drip Master himself had to equip Nami for the oncoming arc. Who do you have to thank for the upcoming Nami figures that are coming out? That's right, baby. It's Road. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. When y'all niggas are first in line pre-ordering the Nami Elbaf fit, guess who did that for you? Road. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That's technically true.
I know, bro. I know technically about it. It's just the truth. Oh, Luffy looks so cool in this arc. That's Road. Thank you very much. Sanji looks so cool in this arc. That's Road. Thank you very much. Zoro, I ain't gonna lie, Road, he kind of fucked up giving you the glasses. But, you know, like the rest of your outfit, it looks good. That's Road. Thank you very much. You know what I'm saying?
So, like, some guys gotta pay for dick riding like this. It's crazy.
What the hell?
I'm gonna be honest. You're not only doing tricks on it, you're blowing bubbles on his shit, bro. Like, it's time to come up with
Bro, what the hell? I'm just trying to defend. I'm trying to defend my goat here, man. I'm getting jumped, man. I gotta fight back.
You know,
literally Road's final words in this fucking chapter.
Yeah, what if he just never shows up ever again?
Bro, no, man. No. How is Elbaf gonna be safe, man? You know what? If Road never shows up again and it goes to shit, I'm gonna bring it up, man. I'm gonna be like, this is why this island's in the fucking state that it is, man. Because we don't have Road anymore. Have you noticed that when we had Road, all was well, and now that he's gone, it all went to hell? Thank you very much. It proves my point, man. It proves my point. If we had just let Road keep the Straw Hats where they were, Luffy wouldn't, I'm gonna free Loki because I want to know about Rat Hair Shanks. We would have all been fine, bro. Like, we could have had bum-ass Haruden be like, I caught a moose. And we could have Dory and Broggy fucking slugging it out, you know, for whatever the hell. You know, Robin could have met Saul. That nigga's probably in like a wheelchair, though. He can't get up right now. But she could have met him, you know. Things could have been cool. But instead, it's all gonna go to hell. And whose fault is it? Monkey D. Luffy. And it would have never happened if we all just supported Road. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
You know.
So anyway, pretty good chapter.
Yeah, it was a good chapter.
Yes, it was.
It was a good chapter.
There's a lot of like little plot lines being set up, but I'm still not really sure like what the overarching story is going to be.
Yeah,
for sure. I'm the same way. Yeah.
I like seeing Bonnie have fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's super cute. Bonnie is very adorable in this chapter. Lilith, you know, you're a Vegapunk, but I guess I'll put up with you. You know, I guess I'll put up with you. You know.
That kind.
Robin looking great as always. The hairstyle amazing. And yeah, I'm just really enjoying our group exploring Elbaf and just being in this state of discovery and wonder right now. It's really cool. Gert and Goldberg, they're cool too, you know, aside from when they were beating up my goat, but you know, they're cool too. Sanji, I'm happy for you. You know, he's snuzzled up next to giant boobies right now. So like, good for you, man. Overall, everyone's winning. So hopefully that continues to be the case.
Except, you know, somehow I think things are going to go bad.
You know,
probably
things might get worse. And I think I know why. I
Oh,
think
God.
it's because
Okay,
of my-
Hunter.
What? All right, fine.
I am curious on what y'all have to say with Hunter x Hunter this week.
Yeah.
Dude, this chapter is so fucking good.
It was very good. Let me write down this
It was pretty
timestamp before I
fucking
forget.
crazy.
I don't get it, man. Togashi, how can you do this? How can you make Morena the most adorable woman ever, and then like I read the chapter, I'm like, oh, Morena's so cute.
So
She's a
funny, this
psychopath.
chapter.
Yeah, man.
Dude, that's my thought exactly.
She's so fucking funny for no reason. And then you remember she's like the worst person ever. Like, damn it, Togashi.
I wouldn't go that far.
Bro, she wants to blow up the planet. What do you mean? She wants
You've
to
never
destroy
felt
the
that
world.
way before.
No!
I mean,
Damn, you ain't really been through it. I'm sorry. No.
That's because I had Road
look.
on my back, man. Thank you very much, Road, my
we've
goat.
moved on from One Piece already, damn it. We get it already.
Okay, what were you going to say about this chapter, Silver? Go ahead.
I mean, pretty much the same thing you guys were saying. It's like, Morena, I'm really loving Morena right now. Like, you're right, she's a complete fucking psychopath, but goddamn, she's adorable. Well, it isn't fair.
She's so cute, man. Oh my god. Like that panel of her just being like, oh, that was your first time, wasn't it? And Borksen being so flustered. I was like, oh man. She's just the best. She's just the fucking best, man. I love Morena. I was not expecting, speaking of Morena, I was not expecting the game to continue. And neither was Morena. When Borksen was saying like, hey, let's continue, she's like, oh, what? She's just like, what do you mean, bro? You want to continue through all this? Okay, cool. I was definitely expecting more of a development with martial law, and we kind of got that, and that was more so in the fact of just figuring out where we were, in the sense of like, how is this going to affect us, and where exactly is this problem located? So from what we can surmise in this chapter, it seems like it's happening on tier 1, which makes the most sense. We have a fuck ton of things happening right now. Like, so much stuff is going on tier 1, so it makes sense that if there was a problem, it would happen up there. Not too great for Borksen in this case, because it doesn't really apply too much to her, since currently she and Morena are in the middle of tiers 2 and 3 with the conjuration ability, or with their room hopping, or not room hopping, but with their room making thing, because that was the thing in the previous chapters where they went to their room and they're like, oh, this shit seems to be made up of Nen and stuff, so it makes sense. So Borksen is trying to figure out and finesse a way out of here. I really love the ways that Borksen is drawn in this chapter. Like, there's just something about, like, the way, like, how...
There's a lot of, like, good diversity with her expressions.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
Like, even just on pages... Like, I'm on pages 4 to 5 right now. The immediate, like, from the I'll do it panel to just... after the kiss. Like, her face there.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Yeah. Yeah, and like all of like the way her pupils change, like from white to pure black to scribbles, like it's super good. It's all really good expressions from her, and seeing her try to finesse through this game continuously. I mean, we brought it up before. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. Having man. I'm just looking back again at Morena blushing. I'm like, this character is so cute. God, she is so crazy. She is so insane. But it's okay, because I love her. But Borksen may have finessed the finesser. And it kind of gets into this chapter, or at the end of this chapter, on page 6, where she's saying, like, hey, I took my eyes off of these cards during your little harassment session. Can I see them? And she takes a look at them, makes sure they're the same. I'm wondering, because at the end of the chapter, Morena is thinking, like, was that a mistake? I don't know. Maybe did Morena mark, or not Morena, but Borksen mark which card she needed? Like, I feel like that would be the, like, I feel like that would have to be the case, especially with her crumpling the card to essentially, like, get rid of whatever she did. I don't know how she's messing with the card, but I feel like she had to have done something to it, man. I don't know. That end of the chapter is very ominous.
There's even the like the ominous aura around it. Ooh,
True.
oh.
Very true.
It's very spooky.
Yes.
I'm scared.
But Borksen, they continue playing the game, her and Morena, and she ends up surviving because damn, she would have died on the spot.
Yeah,
it would have been over. And at least on top of that, she got to ask a bunch of questions. Like, there's even the panel where it's like, there's so many questions that we don't even see all of them. They just become like jarbles of text, and then we just turn the page and move on. Excuse me. But Borksen is able to survive, thank goodness. And it seems like she's gonna be all right for right now. But I got no fucking idea of what is happening in this final page. Like, that's the
what it is what it is she needed the return card to get a card out of the graveyard. She needed the X card to survive because her options were
right.
Yes and join them. So her options were join them with the yes card, die with the no card, or get the return card and get the X, and then she can leave. But she just said yes. She's joining them.
Yes, correct.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, of her own volition, by the way, which is
it's not a mistake. Yeah.
I'm just wondering because, like, in the sense of, like, what does Borksen get out of this? Like,
I'm wondering, what if she wants to kill Morena?
I mean, that would make a lot of sense because she was saying, like, hey, I can put in a word for you. Like, we can try to go about this another way. And Morena was very steadfast in her ideals. But because Borksen is like, man, I don't really give a shit about Kakin like that. So, like, I'm wondering, maybe because what she wants is to protect, like, her just regular schmegular ass life. So maybe she sees a way of best doing that, but also she thought of Morena, like, joining her as kind of like a interference with that as well. So I'm really curious, man. I'm wondering because there have already been a bunch of parallels between the Phantom Troop and the Haley Mafia family. Obviously with the Phantom Troop inviting in Hisoka, and Hisoka slowly but surely killing them from the inside. I'm wondering if that's going to be a similar thing with Borksen, especially with her being a specialist.
Yeah. Well, I think...
Go ahead, sorry.
Well, I think especially with this game, it's kind of maybe setting us up on what their relationship is going to be like going forward. And where, like, essentially the card game never truly ended. It's going to be this constant battle of wits between them to, like, what information they give, what goals they're trying to achieve, stuff like that. I think this is just a prelude to what we can expect between them going forward. That's why we're introduced to them like this, is so we're already kind of primed for that relationship.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Because I really, like, I was not expecting, because I was expecting Borksen to join. I just wasn't expecting it to be like, yeah, okay, you got me, I'm here, when she had a way out.
That's the really cool thing about it too, is because she won.
Yeah, like, she won.
Like, she won the game, and I think that's really interesting. I think her winning the game might have given her the confidence to, like, finesse this.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I won the game, I'm going to get a free fucking superpower, and I'm gonna fucking finesse this, is what I think she's thinking.
Which does make sense, because a thing that stood out to me was Morena, when she asked, hey, when Borksen asked Morena, rather, like, hey, do you know the abilities of the people who are under you? And Morena said no. I'm wondering if that means, like, Okay, so when you first start out with Morena, you don't have an ability, and then, like, maybe that's what she's talking about. People in the group haven't gotten their abilities yet, and so she doesn't know everyone's ability. Or does she just straight up not fucking know? Because if that's the case, and it's like, well, you recruited me here because I was a specialist, and you said, like, you needed me. So if you don't know what my ability is per se, you just see that I'm a specialist and you recruit me, like, I don't see how that really, like, helps you as much as you think. So maybe she's banking it all on this ability that she's gonna get, and she's just gonna be like, okay, like, whatever this upcoming ability is, it's gonna be very important. I'm going to use this for my survival, because ultimately, like, this is like Morena, she is going to be handing Borksen a pretty big trump card when she does officially get brought into the group, because she hasn't seen a murder happen yet. So when she officially gets brought into the group, she's going to be handing her a pretty big piece of leverage. And I'm imagining maybe that's what Borksen wanted to use to take advantage of things, so she could ultimately climb up higher and higher so she could get that normal life again. Because right now she kind of doesn't have the power to have that right now, because right now you have Morena abducting her, and before that, even with the Kaken Empire, it was Beyond Netero who was just like throwing his weight around and making it so she had to go through a bunch of stuff. Granted, very unintentionally. Netero, or Beyond Netero, doesn't even know who the fuck she is, but like, it's because of his actions, like the ripple effect from that has made Borksen's life kind of change course in some way, shape, or form. So maybe this is her sort of grasping her own autonomy. I don't know. It's super interesting either way, man. I'm so excited. It's again, dialogue does not have to be boring, man. Like, this shit is so good. It's so interesting. There's so many different outcomes that could come from just like these few pages at the end of the chapter. It's so good. And we still don't even know what the fuck martial law is going to be, too. Like, what's the whole deal with that? Who declared martial law?
So much
like,
going on right now.
Oh my god, bro. This shit is so good. Hunter x Hunter is so good, man. It's so good. But yeah, I ultimately, I don't have too much to say. It was very like, it was very much like to the point, but I'm just so excited to see what happens for this. I can't wait for next week, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, same. This
Good
is
stuff.
getting really intense. To put it into context, we are all so locked in right now. You didn't even have to say, like, keep in mind once.
Yeah, bro.
Like, we're in this shit now.
We're all in lockstep.
Yeah,
man.
man.
We're all in lockstep. This is the 1 week without the keep in mind brain programming. So, hey, next week, who knows? Maybe we'll be back at it. Maybe we'll jump back in time to see what exactly initiated it. But, hey, man, I would not be mad if we just stuck with Borksen for one more chapter.
I wouldn't be surprised if we just, like, stick with other characters and, like, see their reaction to martial law. Like, oh, how are the Phantom Troop reacting to this? Or maybe they're causing it. Who knows? Like, we'll see.
Yeah. Man, somewhere in the world, Kurapika is stressing the fuck out, bro.
Oh,
He heard martial law caused, and he just fell to his knees. He's like, oh my fucking god. Oh my god, bro. So I imagine we're definitely going to see his reaction sometime soon. But hey, man, whoever caused martial law, whoever called martial law, I'm hoping we figure that out soon. I'm super excited.
Borksen is a really interesting character. I really like her. And I want to see way more of her. I'm almost kind of wondering, because I'm trying to think, like, why would she say yes, right? Like, what is she getting out of this?
Right.
And thinking about it, because it's like the whole thing, it's like, oh, well, she just wants a normal, peaceful life. But the thing with Borksen is, she's incredibly intelligent. She's
So
incredibly
smart.
intelligent. She's super competent. And I don't know, this is just like personal, like my like understanding of the world, but I feel like people like that people who are extremely intelligent or extremely capable, but they have zero aspirations or ambition, what they're lacking is something to channel that into. What if she joined Morena because this game was the first time she's had fun in a long time? What if she's just doing it for fun?
You know what? That's an interesting way to put it.
That could be it, man. And like just the way
it doesn't really change anything about what we've said. Like the goal remains the same, is to win the game essentially.
She just really wants to win. She wants the game to keep going.
Yeah.
She's finally found something to apply herself to. That's a really good way of putting it. Yeah. Shit, man. Yeah, because she doesn't really seem to care about so much stuff going on right now.
I don't think she's a very, I don't get the impression that she's very morally righteous. I don't think she cares.
Oh, no, not at all.
Much about. She doesn't care about strangers dying or the Kaken Empire or anything like that. I think she's a very, I get the impression she's a very selfish individual. She really only cares about herself and her own, what makes her happy and what she, wants to do. And it's, if playing this game is what makes her excited, I could fully see her just committing to it and just keep going.
Yeah, which is... that is so dangerous if she's working with Morena in any capacity, because holy fuck, man. She's so smart. She's so competent, like you mentioned. Like, that is a terrifying ally to have on your side. Especially with her being a specialist, like she's absolutely going to become more of a prevalent character throughout this arc, being one of the very few specialists here, and just her positioning in the story currently, with her being the person that Morena was targeting to keep track of Seitei. She's absolutely going to be much more vital to whatever is happening in the upcoming or the rest of this arc. But how that fits, I'm not sure, but that's
another thing, is her being a specialist. I know it's obvious because it's in the name. They're special. They are just special individuals. But the way Hunter x Hunter works, the way the power system works, it's people's min abilities are directly tied to their personalities, to themselves. You can't separate them. And it's Borksen, I don't get the impression that she is... I don't think she can be a boring person who just wants to live a normal life and also be a specialist. I think she just needed something to get interested in. She just didn't have that. And I think that this is the thing that's starting it for her. Because it's that's always been the case, where it's their powers are directly connected to their own, their wills and their ambitions and their personalities. It's I'm wondering what her ability could be, and I'm wondering if it'll be something similar to the game. It'll be her own game that she can play.
I also
with
think
her own set of rules.
That would also be interesting to see.
I think you're cooking with that. I don't know what her ability is going to be, but how she was introduced is just hey, Seitei has found this new toy. He throws himself at so many different things, and whatever he's interested in right now, it's definitely a big deal. And with Morena wanting to use her to keep track of Seitei, who knows, it might be a similar thing where she's I get it now. I understand why Seitei is so invested in this. This is so fun. And who knows, maybe it's a situation where it's shit, maybe we shouldn't have given her Nen either. Or maybe we start to understand more about her and Seitei and just their I guess their friendship together, stuff like that. It could open up a lot of doors. So I think you're absolutely right in the sense of just this is going to be something that Borksen can throw herself into and go oh, I get it now. This is awesome.
Mm-hmm. It makes me wonder how big of a role Borksen's going to end up having, because there's so many characters.
Yeah.
So
I definitely think she's going to be one of the more important ones that we've met in this arc. I think so.
Oh, yeah.
So I fucking love, there's so many like new characters we got introduced to that I really fucking like. Who's the I forget his name, but who's the underboss that can like turn objects into animals?
Oh, Henry.
Henry, I fucking love him.
Yeah.
I love
him. He's awesome.
I love him. I love Borksen. Like
His
so many
power.
of these like
it's so cool.
So many of these like smaller characters. I think they're so interesting. And I think Togashi is so good at like showing you like a character's like strong points so quickly and efficiently.
Yes.
I don't know, I really like it.
I'm very surprised, honestly, because going into this arc where I'm just like, oh my god, another character, bro, Jesus Christ. But then it's just like, oh, they're really cool, though. Okay, fine, Togashi, you can keep them, fine, all right. And that's happened to me so many different times in this arc where it's like, oh my god, more characters. Okay, yeah, they're really cool, though. Never mind, Togashi, sorry for doubting you. Okay, whatever. It's just been a continuous cycle for me. So yeah, I agree. Borksen is awesome. I'm imagining she's gonna be very important in the rest of this arc, but that's just me. That's just me. I hope she is. She's cool. But with that all being said, is there anything else you guys want to say about this chapter before we move on?
No, it's really good.
It's very good. Very, very good though.
I'm definitely intrigued to see where this goes, because it's like you said, like, because I'll admit, when we first got back to this chapter, or like, I did not care at all about who Borksen was. I was wondering why this game was even happening, but like, shit, I'm excited to see where this goes, because it looks like we just got another major player on the board here, you know?
And the game's just started.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I mean, hey, you never know. I mean, whatever Borksen's ability is, that could link to Crollo in some way if it's really fucking crazy. So, hey, we'll have to keep an eye on it. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But anyway, with that all being said, let's move on to our next one on the docket here. We have Chainsaw Man, Chapter 185.
I fucking love this chapter. It's so good, actually.
I was not expecting this to be the plan, man. Not
It's,
at all.
Bro.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Really good.
Oh my god.
It was I mean, it makes sense because, you know, the idea of like something bearing fruit, obviously, you know, fruit grows on trees. So I guess cutting one down makes sense, but I was not expecting us to cut one down and Denji just eat the guts that spill out of it. Oh my god, bro. That shit is gnarly, man. But hey, it's hype as shit. I'm so excited for whatever Pochita is gonna be cooking up here. I'm so hype.
Well,
You know, like, I brought this up with the
This-
first... Oh.
I need y'all to understand, this is the most overpowered Pochita's ever been. Because not only is he at his full strength, he has an endless interdimensional blood supply.
That is so true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime he gets hurt, Denji can just keep going.
Yeah. Oh shit, bro.
You know, I brought this up when the chapter first came out to Sailor, but it's like, for some reason, and the first thing that moment had me thinking of was like the very first chapter of Chainsaw Man, because like it made me just think of the two of them working together to survive and live another day, and the fact that the only two these two could trust was each other. Like the fact that these two just have each other's back again, just like it was back then. I just thought that was a really cool thing.
These are just, they might be just one of my favorite duos like ever. They just work so perfectly together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man's
That
best
that
friend
line,
for
I'm counting on you, Pochita. That got me. That really fucking got me.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to seeing whatever Yoru's reaction to this is gonna be. I wonder if she's just gonna be like, fuck, man, we have to leave it up to my op, bro. Oh my god, I don't want to do this. Or if it's just gonna be like just sitting back and letting things happen. Because I have faith in Pochita to obviously win, but I'm also very scared that, like, yo, Pochita, if you touch this motherfucker, our kid's gonna die. Like, I'm nervous, man. I know it's only like if we eat the aging devil, but I'm scared it's going to be like, actually, if you hit me too, it's also going to kill like a baby per second. So like, keep that in mind. I'm very nervous. But I'm hoping it is just a complete splatterfest. I'm hoping it is just nothing but belt to ass from Pochita for like an entire chapter. That would be great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'll be honest because we talked about it, but I was a little disappointed with
How
like
quick
last
things went.
chapter. Just how quickly things went, but like this is really
agree.
exciting.
Yeah, I agree.
This is cool. I'm excited to see what happens next.
For sure.
Yeah. And then other than that, the only other thing I could probably comment on about this chapter is that whole bit at the beginning with the aging devil's world, you know? Like the fact
okay. Talk about one of the craziest just casual lore drops ever.
I was going to mention that, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like the fact that this isn't actually a result of his own power, but just simply because this is like a natural thing for humans to do. Like, that was wild.
That's crazy.
It's like,
Bro, I can't
honestly,
believe
first thing I did was
gonna turn into a tree.
What?
Yeah, no,
Hey!
I looked. So yeah, no, I looked it up, and apparently this is supposed to be like connected to something in Dante's Inferno. Oh, I looked this up on the wiki again. You can look that up in the trivia section if you want to get more info. Oh, but it's like I really thought it was cool about how he connected that. You know, because apparently it's supposed to be connect.
There's also another Fujimoto series where someone turns into a tree.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
look
shit,
back. I remember that.
More like mid-back. We're talking about Fire Punch, baby.
Bro,
Yeah,
said
I didn't even
mid
think
and then
about
brought up
Fire Punch.
fitting.
Shit, I didn't even think about Fire Punch. It's a crazy callback, but yeah, no. So apparently the whole thing about this is being connected to Dante's Inferno. Well, specifically, this is supposed to be a punishment, and for those who commit suicide. Which again, it connects a lot to like aging devil, and like the youth and all that, which is a whole bunch of things that you guys can look up on the wiki page. It just got all that shit there. I'm not gonna spit the same facts back, but I think it's interesting stuff when you read into it, you know?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hey man, I played Dante's Inferno, the video game. Okay, I know everything.
I'm so sorry.
I like that game. I don't love it, but I liked it. But I played it when I was a kid, so.
Oh, that's good. I've just heard people say it wasn't that great, so I'm happy you liked it though. I've never played it myself. I can't speak on it. I'm happy it was good for you.
It's fine. Well, it was made by the same people who made Dead Space, visceral games.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, okay.
Like, I fucking love Dead Space.
Dead Space is so fucking good, man. Damn. But yeah, I do you think this is something that humans just did before Pochita got rid of that shit? Like, I was not expecting just like, oh yeah, you just turn into a tree eventually. Sorry.
I think the implication here is that normally people would turn into trees if they lived past a certain age, but by that point we're just dead anyway, so we never actually got to see it. But in this realm where our death is pretty much negligible, well, people just continue to age in this timeless space. This is where we can actually see it in action. Like, we can't see this in the real world, because again, death.
Okay,
but
so
yeah, so
here it's actually possible.
They want us. So Aging Devil wants to get rid of themselves, so that way humans can live longer and reach that. You know, stretch more of the limits of what they're capable of.
So here's the thing. Me personally, I wouldn't turn into a tree.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I know that's what the aging devil believes, but like, not me. I'm different. Like, I wouldn't do that shit.
Just didn't feel
what would
like
you turn into then, out of idle curiosity?
I'd probably
let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Yeah.
No,
anyone want to hype me up? All right, y'all are assholes. Anyway.
I think I would turn into some type of multi-dimensional omnipotent being. Probably be able to like travel between different realities and universes. Probably be able to like. Well, you got a fucking problem?
Nah, man. Keep going, man. It's but cool.
I'm saying if I live forever, that's what I would do. I wouldn't turn into a tree.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, no.
I mean, if you can prove me wrong, I'm willing to listen to a counter argument. But
You know what? Let's see in 80 years, bro. Let's see how we're doing on that.
I think I do a little longer than that.
Well, I mean, again, we wouldn't actually see that in action because, like it does. He does specify that people only turn to trees after being trapped there for like 1,000 or 2,000 years. So by that point, that's not possible.
Nah, I'll do it.
You don't have faith in our friend?
No.
Okay. Well. See, Taco, me, I wouldn't take that line down. That's just me.
You know,
personally.
Sally, you're the only one that believes in me, okay? Like, I've come to realize.
Exactly.
Actually, well, I mean, Sailor believes in you. He's already turning into a tree.
Now, what the hell?
Someone commented something, by the way, and I did want to bring this up, is how Makima brought up there are 4 endings for humanity besides death at the end of one's lifetime. And Pochita ate those fellas. So, you know. That's cool. The world of Chainsaw Man is so cool. Because it's just hours, but with more stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
bro,
more concepts, more things going on.
Yeah.
Dude, holy shit. That's why there's no trees ever in the series. Because Pochita ate Tree Devil.
Let's go.
Dude, that's crazy.
I feel like I can find a tree somewhere.
Bro, you can find a tree in the first chapter.
Yeah, I was about to say.
No, man, there's no trees because he ate the Tree Devil.
Bro,
Don't fact check him on this, he'll cry.
Bro, why would they fact check us? We are the facts. Like, you
Yeah,
should
bro,
just
listen to me.
Yeah. Just listen to the song. Fujimoto work. But yeah, I also think that, because another comment brought it up, Aging Devil sitting on the old dude, funny and deserved. Fuck you.
So deserved.
So deserved. Asshole. So deserved. Next, please, Mr. Aging Devil, before you die, can you kill Fumiko? Please. Kill Fumiko. Please. Thank you very much. But yeah, aside from that, really good chapter, man. Really good chapter.
Fucking love this chapter.
Really good chapter, man. I'm excited to see the next chapter. Unfortunately, it's not on Tuesday. We gotta wait. It's on break, but hey, man. Once it comes back, it'll be good. I have a feeling.
It's just going to be another reminder that Chainsaw Man is that guy.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I didn't need a reminder, but I'm never going to complain about one.
Yeah. The only other thing I can comment on in this last part is, again, just like the Aging Devil's whole mindset is like the reason why they're doing all this is just because they're like, it's curiosity, you know? Like, they want to see like how humans are going to progress without him around, like without aging. Like, are they going to turn into trees? Are they going to turn into something else? I gotta know. Like, it's such a messed up mind, but it's also intriguing, you know?
Wow.
I'm interested.
Aging Devil, a better Kenjaku?
Everyone's a better Kenjaku.
That's not hard.
Oh, my goat fell so hard, bro.
He was mine too. I had hope for him, man. I had hope.
But hey, man, this chapter is very good. I'm looking forward to the next one. Are you guys ready to move on to our final chapter of the week?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Final chapter of the week, maybe the biggest chapter of the week. Kagurabachi Chapter 59.
Fucking insane.
Insanity. Pure fucking insanity.
I think Samura is just one of the best decisions that Hokuzono, I think his name is, he's made for this story. Like,
he's added so much intrigue.
Everything about what he adds to the story is perfect.
He's added so much stuff, dude.
Including Chihiro's first real L.
Yeah, I mean,
he got his ass handed to him.
That went about as well as we thought it would.
A little worse, honestly.
Yeah.
Bro did nothing.
Yeah. But hey, my goat Sheba speed blitzed this bitch ass. Yes, sir.
He's the goat for a reason.
That's my guy. Hey, man. In all seriousness, though, Sheba, holy shit, dude. That's insane. Like, seeing what just happened, like, the fact that Hat Shaku was like, yo, this nigga's too fast. I'm out of here. And left. And then he just speed blitzes Uha and Chihiro. And then Sheba shows up and says, hold on. We don't do that here, buddy. Slow down. Teleports out of there. Shish. That's insane. Especially with what was brought up with Samura in this chapter about like the man who was, what was it again? Let me pull up the chapter. It's like the man who had like control over the war or some shit like that. It was an insane name for Samura.
Yeah. The enchanted blade bearer who controlled the war.
Yeah, absolutely insane. Yeah. I was like, good. I mean, hey.
And then the fucking owl panel.
That owl panel, Jesus.
It's so
okay.
cool.
Jaw on the floor when I read that.
We have two abilities so far. We have Crow, which lets him just do his little quick draw really quick.
It seems like, I was about to say, it feels like
maybe
his version
even
of
there's
Kuro.
Maybe it is just a close range ability though. We can be pretty confident of that it's his main offensive attack basically. We have Owl, which we're not sure totally what it does, but I'm guessing it's like, just gives him some vision over the whole thing, like just lets him
I'm thinking
top down view of everything, which is pretty handy in a fight.
Really good. Yeah.
Because he like uses it. And then he's just there in front of him, like, all right, where are y'all? All right, I'm here. And uses Crow to just get there really fast.
Especially because of what he was saying, where he was just like, yeah, whenever a blade like becomes freed from a contract, I know. Like that, if that's an ability of Owl, holy, that's insanity, bruv.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's no wonder he had control over the war, because his main combo was, I see everything. All right, they're dead now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we don't even know what his third ability is, because so far all the blades have had 3, except for, the Citizen Slaughter 5000.
Well, we don't even know the full extent of that one, man. That was just that joint in the sheath. We don't know the full extent of that bad boy yet. But yeah, dude, I totally agree with you, Zenith. Samura is just already one of my favorite characters in the series. Seeing Chihiro freak the fuck out,
dude, it's so good. He looks like he's hyperventilating. Honestly.
Exactly. I was gonna bring that up. Like, it feels like his world is just crumbling because we've seen Chihiro just been so confused. It's just like, what are you talking about? Like, trying to figure out what's happening, and to see it all like for himself. And like you said, it just feel like I felt my breath pick up, like seeing like Chihiro, like his vision is starting to get like blurry and like tripled, and like you just see his eyes like shot open and he's screaming, like, oh my gosh, dude. Like, I could feel just like there's not even like a set emotion to it. It's just such a mix, just a stir of emotions within this dude's heart right now. And like the fact that Hokazono is able to convey that and make me feel it is just like, I feel like it's such an underrated thing that I wanted to bring up. Like, it was so good.
Oh yeah. The way he portrays it is, it reminds me a lot of when he first met Yura.
Yes, absolutely.
Everything about Samura has been so well executed. This is such a massive turning point for the story, because up to this point, it's just been a battle between these two factions. And Chihiro's stuck in the middle, where it's like, and then he ended up joining one side. And Samura is just the other Chihiro. Because he's like in the middle, but he joined the other side. So now it's like, just that dynamic that they have, to me, is so interesting. Dude, it's so good.
Real quick, shout out to Nasty Nutter for the 99 cents. Thank you.
Bro, he didn't want to say anything. He's just out there doing it. For the love of the game.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if YouTube will. No, it won't. It won't pull up the rest of his name because I see like the nut in quotations, but I can't pull up the rest.
It's in parentheses, nutter by nature.
Oh, okay. Thank you. But dude,
he's so good.
I cannot believe this fucker, man. Like seeing
Well,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
It's a really good dynamic because it's after we've had to deal with Sojo and Kyoto, which are very two different brands of just genuinely some of the most despicable people. Like, one is just a hedonist that chases his bloodlust, and the other is a literal human trafficker.
Yeah,
like,
pretty bad people. Yeah.
Some of just, probably two of the most notable kinds of evil that exist. And now we're dealing with someone who is, at least by their own sense, following good. And it's interesting because it's a very absolute sense of good. There's no faction he's joining. It's not him trying to do some lesser of two evil stuff or making a hard choice like, oh, I need to do this, but this is the problem. No, he believes utterly that these people need to die, both the Hishaku and the Sword Bearers, and factions do not matter in that case. It's really interesting, and especially with how his interaction with Chihiro goes, where he so doesn't want him to have this life, doesn't want him to have that sword. Like, he's not taking that to be mean, he's taking that to free him of the burden of having that sword, which is really cool. I think it's a really good thing for his character, because Chihiro doesn't want this life either. He was just going to be a blacksmith with his dad.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, Samura is not wrong to want to free him of this, but he is wrong to think this will be enough to stop him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like with Samura, like, again, just very much taking everything on by himself. I feel like what you brought up with him being like another version of Chihiro, I agree. This feels like Chihiro from like chapter 1, where like I'm just gonna do everything by myself. I'm taking back the blades. If you don't like it, fuck you. I'm making sure everything is fine, and I'm avenging my dad. It feels like Samura is in that same sense. Obviously, he's at a much, like, he's the end point, basically. This motherfucker is insanely powerful, but he's also after some of the same things that Chihiro's after. Even down to the point of just like, hey, I want to know who leaked Rokuhiro's location, because I am murdering that nigga. Who did it? Like, just the fact that all he wants is like, okay, we're gonna have this contract, which, by the way, it's so cute that it's a pinky promise and it's literal. I see you, Hokazono. Very nice. But the fact that this dude is like, I just want information, I'll deal with the rest. That is so fucking scary to me. Like, the fact that it's like, just like, it's like, okay, I don't want it to be like an advantage over you. I don't want it to be like, oh, you guys have to kill yourselves or something like that. Like anything extreme like that. No, just give me information. I'll solve the rest. Like, the fact that he is that confident in his abilities and everyone's like, yo, this guy is a problem. Like, dude. And the fact that even Johnny Hishaku Yura in this chapter was like, oh, the owl is coming. Put away the fine china, nigga. He might kill us for that. Put away Kumeyuri, bro. Put that away. Put that shit away, brother. We don't need that. We don't need that right now. Good Lord, dude. Like, I am so interested to see just how this turns out, because they're so similar. Like, him and Chihiro are so similar, and the fact that they're on opposing sides, and maybe it comes down to, I mean, not maybe, it obviously comes down to what they saw in the war, and I'm so fucking interested to see Chihiro's response to this, because I imagine now more than ever, we're gonna get that talk of just like, okay, if you want to know why Samura is doing the stuff that he's doing, here's why. And like, maybe we don't get the entire story. I'm not expecting the full history of the war, but like, maybe he just, here's why Samura is doing this. This is what's going on. Or maybe he keeps it from him. Maybe he's afraid of what could happen if he tells him. I cannot believe, like, I can't believe that this one character adds so many different layers to this fucking story, man. I think this might just be my favorite chapter of the story right now. And that's saying a lot, because Kagurabachi has had so many amazing chapters. 59 chapters, has not missed once. But I think this is just my favorite chapter.
I'm definitely intrigued by the relationship between Samura and Hishaku, because like, I originally thought it was going to be like a double cross situation, but no, like, they fully know what they're getting into by working together with him. Like, they know that once they get the swords, he's going to come after them.
Yeah.
It's such a cool dynamic.
Yeah, man. Just the fact that, like, again, this dude is like, yeah, I'm just going to be upfront about it. I'm murdering y'all. I'm only using y'all for when I need you. And then once that serves its purpose, you're dead. It's
like, that is a crazy amount of confidence.
It's insane amounts of confidence, man. And it just makes me like this motherfucker is like the boogeyman right now, dude. Like, bro, if we even like unseal a sword, this motherfucker knows. Excuse me, like, bro, how is the Kamunabi gonna like combat this dude, man? How the fuck do you do that? We're gonna have all of our heavy hitters together constantly, man. Because how do you take this guy down? This shit is so good, man. Shout out to Wet Napkin for the donation. Imagine committing treason to help a domestic terrorist to atone for your war crimes, and he's like, now we seal the deal with a pinky promise. Bro, yeah, this is what it is, man. We pinky promise it, or we swallow 1,000 needles, or, you know.
Well, he just had his fingers crossed behind his back.
I
love that, by the way. He operates on such kid logic. Like, again, he's like, you know, riding the fucking thing at the park.
Yeah, man. He's just a big ass kid, dude.
I'm really curious how this is gonna play into his character, like his childishness, because he's not an idiot. He's leading the Shaku. Like,
yeah, I mean,
I'm very intrigued by Yura as a character.
He's saying like, hey, this time we're playing for keeps. So, hey, this motherfucker's a schemer. We know that much. So he's probably planning some shit. He's probably setting up some things, drawing some plays out in his head right now. He's thinking of some fuck shit. I have faith in him. I think, man, Hokuzono's so fucking good. I was gonna say, like, I think that's the craziest part about this. Is just like, I believe Samura and I believe Yura, and that just makes me like, I'm so excited for their confrontation even more now, because I'm just like, yeah, I'm sure either one of these people could take the other out, and that's so much more interesting than like Samura just walking around stomping everybody, because that in itself is already interesting. But like, it's like, hey, there's not just one bomb under the table, there's two. Like, oh man, this is interesting. I can't wait for this shit, dude. I can't wait for this shit. Chihiro getting his ass whooped so hard that people are like, that nigga is dead. That is insane. I am interested to see what happens with him waking up, because this is the worst our boy has ever lost. Good lord, he's probably going to be out of it for a while. I wonder if he wakes up and the Kamunabi are going to be standing over him. They're going to be like, hey, that's our bad, man. We should have maybe we should have been nicer to you. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, you want to join for real? Hey, we're sorry about what happened, man. We kind of need you, bro. Sorry about that. Yeah, they're gonna need all the help they can just for this to deal with this massive problem that is the Hishaku and Samura coming after them. Because even if you change up your strategy, if these motherfuckers bum rush you at the same time, GG's. Like, GG's at that point. Like,
I think the thing that's happening, and I think Samura has a good plan, but it's a good plan because it's backed up by how strong he is. Like, for anyone else, terrible plan.
I
Genuinely
was gonna mention
awful
that.
plan.
Yeah.
And that strength is a changing thing. Characters get stronger. And I think what we're going to have happen is he is going to be kind of blindsided by the fact that both sides are getting prepared for him. I think we're going to possibly even see some of the blade wielders get their swords back so that they can be ready to fight. Because the situation's getting extreme enough where I think that will be a point of contention where it's like, we are fucked. We need to arm these guys.
Dude.
So that we're ready to fight Samurai.
Oh
and I think,
my god. That's so fucking crazy.
And especially with Hirohiko, that's going to be the game-changing factor for the Hishaku side.
I was gonna say
having a trained enchanted blade. Because he is good.
Yeah.
Like, he is talented. So...
we're definitely gonna see, like, it's gonna be like a flashback to the Seitei War, bro, where just like all the enchanted blades are going crazy. Oh shit, man. Oh fuck, dude. And like, for Samura, if that happens, it's like, well, more justification of like, well, now I gotta take y'all down because y'all are doing too much. But would this have ever happened this way if he wasn't doing too much? Like, oh man, all of this stuff is so interesting. Like, all of these dominoes that have fell and more that are set up to potentially fall. Dude, Kagurabachi is so fucking good, man. This series is so fucking good, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, I had another idea in mind. I forget, though. I don't know. It must not have been that crazy, but I'm just very blown away by this chapter. It's really good.
Kagurabachi's so fucking good. Let's call it 59 chapters, not a single bad one.
Not a single bad one, bro. Holy. Yeah, man. I'm wondering if no, because that wouldn't even never mind. I was gonna say, I wonder if maybe they reported Chihiro as dead in quotations to hide him from Samura, but I'm like, wait, this motherfucker can feel when a sword's unsealed. Never mind. But maybe they just have him train with a normal blade. Like, I don't know what you do, man.
We'll see. I'm so curious what's gonna happen. I mean, he is not looking good at the end of that chapter.
Hell no, bro. Yeah, he's gonna need a while to recover.
Yeah, he might be just out of commission for a bit too, which will leave the other characters to figure stuff out.
Yeah, man. My glorious queen Hiyuki is gonna be the MC for a few weeks. I'm locked in.
Straight up, that would be sick.
I'm locked the fuck in for a Hiyuki arc, bro. I am so locked in, man. Yeah.
Bro, I swear. And what were they? Because it keeps getting brought up what they did during the war.
Yeah.
Like, what heinous shit they were up to.
They were up to some nefarious shit. The fact that, like, Shiba was surprised, like, they know our sins and they plan on, like, saying them to the world and, like, how that could have a massive effect on society and stuff like that. Shish. Yeah. Yeah, it's not looking very good. They were probably doing some crazy things. Can we talk about how insanely guilty Hakari is gonna feel over getting Uruha killed? Yeah. Because again, this is the first time that Hakari, like, really, well, not the first time, but like this is one of the big moments where he's like applying himself and he's trying the hardest that he can. And that was his big regret.
Blew up in his face.
Yeah, that was his big regret, that he didn't try as hard as he could in the his backstory, where he's like, I I should have been able to do more. Like, it's my fault. And now that he does more, it's just like, oh, well, great. You got us fucking destroyed, man. Thanks. So, it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be...
Yeah, I didn't even think about Hakuri, man. That's going to be rough.
Yeah.
I feel like in that case, the next chapter is definitely going to have to focus on him then.
Listen, man. Right? If we being real, listen, Hakuri. The first one with Samura, we could forgive. But the second one with Chihiro, nigga, come on, bro. Come on. You just giving this nigga an alley-oop, brother. Lock in. I brought it up before. We're just like, oh, man. I heard this guy is hunting after people with enchanted blades. Let me call my homie with an enchanted blade. Nigga, leave me alone. Bro, please. I don't want to get off screen, man. Please, bro. Please, man. Nah, it's set up for a really good scene, though. So obviously, it's still good for me. I just think it's so funny. You're just like, ah, shit. Let me call Chihiro. He'll be able to solve something about this guy who one-shot all these other people. He'll be able to do something about it. Yeah, he's got it. He just got done fighting. Nah, he's good. He's okay. It's fine. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to whatever we got in store next. It was very much worth the wait. You know, shout out to Sojo and all, but Samura is, he's here, man. He's fucking here. I'm so ready to see what he does next. But, anyway. With that all being said, I've gone through all my dialogue options for this chapter. Is there anything else you guys want to say before we get the F up out of here?
Nope.
No, I'm pleased. Like, God, great chapter.
Yeah, pretty much. The only other thing I would have to report on is that next week we should only have 3 chapters for the pod. That being One Piece, East, and crap, I blanked. Yeah, no, it's One Piece, Hunter x Hunter, and well, not Chainsaw Man or Dandadan. Yeah. Crap, I don't know why I blinked so hard on that just now.
It's okay.
We were literally just talking about it.
Crazy.
He summoned his Mahoraga and it got one shot. Shit, bro. Shit. It also shows how much faith Hakuri has in Chihiro. Oh, yeah, of course. Definitely. Give Char an enchanted blade. She can handle Samura. Hey, the streets ain't ready for that.
Yeah, like, what's she gonna do? Die? No.
Right? That's what I'm saying. I have a feeling the Seitei War flashback is going to be Kagurabachi's Is Fallen War, and Sword Bearers are going to be even more bloody state alchemists. True.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be bad.
True. Also, shout out to Manu. Blindsided. Shake my head. Yeah. Don't worry. We caught it. Let me look there. Let me see. Sailor forgot dementia kicking in, bro. No, never. I never forget anything. I'm very wise. But anyway, with that all being said, if I didn't get the chance to read your comment, I'm sorry. My allergies are kicking my ass right now. I need to lay down. But anyway, we're getting the F up out of here. Let us know down below what your favorite chapter of the week was. Doesn't have to be anything that we covered here on the podcast. It could be Blue Lock, Blue Box, Kill Blue, Grand Blue, Blue Beetle, Undead Unluck, Hematen, E.G. the Witch, anything, really. Let us know down below what your favorite chapter of the week was. But until next time, goodbye, and good night.